gators that were lost from their mother's protection. If we wouldn't have caught them, they would have been eaten by something. So now they have a chance to go. Now, the day I release that gator, it could get eaten by another gator the same day. At least when I release it, it will have a better chance than when I first found it. Well, you can't handle them nowhere. They're large on a boat. You can't pass around the boat. We're only allowed so many alligators on the property in tanks. And we're at our quota right now, so that's why once they get to that size, now, when I release it, I'm not going to release it out here in the first canal. We have a lot of small gators. So those gators we saw earlier, those are gators that we released years ago that are still in that canal. And they're growing, they're eating and growing. And the big guy, he never goes down that first canal. So he's not going to go chase a male gator down there. Because I don't know if that's a male. I don't want to release that gator out in the middle of nowhere with a big male like that if that's a male. So we release it in the smaller canal. They'll stay in the area because there's a lot of food, fish and snakes. Then as they grow, if it's a male, it will learn how to get out of this area during the territorial fighting season and nesting season. Because when you take from late August until the time they go dormant, which is probably around January, all the hostilities are over. This big guy is no longer looking for males. Sometimes you see him on the bank with other large males sunning themselves. I guess they're just shooting the bull about mating season. They might be exchanging phone numbers. I don't know what they're doing. But that's the time you see harmony among males until next spring. And then it starts all over again. Nature.
Well, wasn't that green one I saw up on the shore yesterday?
Green what? Green gator?
Gator, I guess.
I don't see it. I missed it.
No, you're not going to find an alligator that's green. You may see it look green because of that duck movie on its back. Alligators are going to be a grayish black. The only thing that would be green in the family of reptiles that the gators are in would be caiman. Caiman can be found in South America and some parts of Florida. Now, caiman, they look like an alligator, but they can have a greenish tint to their skin. Alligators don't. You know, all these, even on my shirt, is it an alligator? That's because the person who designed this works in the front office. They wear a suit to work every day. They don't know any better. No such thing as a green alligator.
There's so many heads in the store.
Those come from alligator farms. They don't go out to the wild and kill gators. Alligator farms, there's over 60 of them right here in Louisiana. What they'll do is they'll go during the nesting season. That female can lay anywhere from 30 to 70 eggs at a time. She does that 70. She does that once a year. But not all of those eggs will hatch. Only about 25% of them. The rest of those eggs belong to nature, snakes, and other predators. Now, a farm will pay the landowner. Say you own the wetland. They'll pay you up to $10 an egg. They get to a nest that has 50 eggs in it, you made yourself a bunch of money. Now, they'll bring these eggs to the farm, where they put them in their own incubation tanks. They can successfully hatch over 90% of those eggs. Nature, 25%. On the farm, over 90%. On a farm, the predators can't get to the eggs. But on a farm, they must release. On a farm, they must release 14% of those gators that they've taken the eggs out of the wild, those eggs that has hatched, when they're about 3 feet long, which takes almost 1 year. Because on a farm, an alligator will grow 4 times faster than it will in the wild, because on a farm, they're feeding them meat rich with proteins. They want to accelerate the growth. But they must return 14% of gators over 3 years old back into the wild. That's why the alligator numbers have drastically jumped. The farms are doing that. But on a farm, an alligator is not considered a wild gator. It's a farm raised. So legally, they can kill any size gator. When you hunt alligators, which we still do in Louisiana, which is every September, the minimum size is 4 feet. Minimum size. On a farm, that's best gator for that is probably one about the size that's going around.
Yeah.
The best time for the skin. You don't want a gator that's just a big gator like we just saw. The skin's not as good as a lot of scars on it. So you're not going to get a lot of money for that gator. The best size gator would be, I would say 3 to about 5, 6 feet at the most.
Nice.
And that's the size. So farms now, once these gators reach that length, that's what the gators are killed, skinned, and the heads, we send them to a taxidermist, and then they go to all the suture shops. And claws too. So no, a lot of people think we go out and we don't do it all, but you cannot go into the wild and just slaughter them for that. Those heads come from alligator farms.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a gator and a turtle on a log in front of us. From us to the left. I don't know how long that's going to last. Both can scare one of the two in the water. See it in front of us? On the left.
Oh, I see it. It's a gator and a turtle, I think. The gator and the
Having a good picture, dude. That gator starts dancing with that turtle to this music.
Hey, Lou. Lupe. Oh, you see that?
Oh, we jumped off.
So it's the prettiest picture I think was ever taken out here before Hurricane Katrina. Remember when we entered the bayou, that area? Well, there was a big log in the water. This is back then. And as I was approaching it, there was about an 8-foot alligator on the log, sunning itself. I had the boat, and as I was getting close to it, someone yelled and said, "Hey, there's a turtle sitting on top of the alligator." Big, one of these big freshwater turtles, sunning itself on top of the alligator's back. So I got the boat, just like pulled right up to it, put it neutral, and people would take pictures of it, and I just told everyone, I said, well, it doesn't get any better than that. When I said that, a great blue heron flew in on top of the turtle. So you get the big alligator, the turtle, and the great blue heron. And of course, I didn't have my camera, of course. And I gave my emailing address to everyone on board the boat and said, I'll pay you for this picture. Never to receive a picture. That would have been the picture of the year right there. That would have been one for National Geographic, their magazine.
That was great. Nature Reserve.
Yeah, I'd have sent that to them. I'll send that picture to them. Say, here you go.
That worked out.
Folks, we're back in that narrow canal again, so please be aware of the branches and bushes.